Hey guys, welcome back to Hood's Custom Shop. So, my son got a starter put on the pickup here. So the people that he got this from said that the motor was blown. I'm not so sure that that's the case, but it is making an odd sound, and we're going to try and diagnose that today. So, or at least get started on it before the sun goes all the way down. As you can see, it's way back behind the trees there. We've probably got, what, maybe hour, 2 hours tops. It's going to start getting dark here pretty soon. So I got my mechanic's stethoscope here. If you guys don't know what this is, it's a mechanic stethoscope. Comes in really handy for diagnosing problems with like pillow block bearings and stuff like that, and even trying to pinpoint weird noises and stuff in engines and things like that. So something that really comes in handy for a mechanic. I'm not sure what this noise is. I'll let you guys listen to it, and you guys can tell me what you think it is. To me, initially from the top side, I thought it was a broken connecting rod. There's no holes in the engine block anywhere, but it does sound like a rattling. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me, until I lay down on the ground and listen to it. And then it sounds like the starter might need to be shimmed out a little bit. So not real sure what it is, but we're going to let you guys listen to it here real quick. And I'm going to take a listen to it with the stethoscope. And then he's probably going to pull the starter out and see if it's chewed up, because it's actually a newly reconditioned starter. He just bought it. So anyways, here we go. Let's check this out. Fire it up. Alright, I'm going to lay down there and listen to it. All right, so you can see, or you could see, hopefully, that I was touching this to the oil pan, touching it to the starter, around the bell housing and stuff. Bad news is, honestly, it sounds like it's coming from inside the oil pan. So I'm going to go ahead and say, just go to the simplest thing first. Pull the starter out. It's just 2 bolts. Undo the battery cable first. Always just take your the negative side loose here, which we already have that loose. So that's the easiest and cheapest thing so far. Pull that negative side off, then you can mess with the starter. Pull them 2 bolts off, pull it out. See if it's chewed up or anything, but honestly, it really does sound like something is rattling around inside that oil pan. If it's not the starter, I guess the next thing is going to be drain the oil and drop the pan and see what we got going on in the lower side of that engine. But the motor is not blown. It's just, it sounds like to me it's got some damage. So anyways, you guys leave a comment down below. tell me what you think it is, and when we figure out what it is, we'll show you what it was, and you know, of course, in another video. So guys, this is an 84 Dodge. That's a 360 engine. It's a prospector, I guess. It's a 3/4 ton. Look at this thing. It was given to him, and well, that's one reason I'm not doing the work on it. I'm making him earn it. I'm not just going to work on it for him. He needs to know how to work on this truck, and he needs to put the work into it so he respects it. So anyways, he's starting off with a pretty stinking nice truck. That right there, there's no rot, no rust in this body at all. There was a dent, a pretty sizable dent right here where the kid who owned it before kicked it or punched it, and then he put some dents in the fender up here. We popped some of them out. This one right here, he had the door panel off, and we were trying to figure out why the electric windows wouldn't go up and down, and basically the end of it had, the little worm gear had broke off and got rainwater into it. The rainwater got down into the little electric motor and just rusted out like the springs and everything on the brushes. So he needs to either replace the electric motor on that or the whole thing. And I told him replace the whole thing because the worm gears broke. So it might cost a little bit more money, but you're better off to start off with a whole new part, you know, rather than just fixing it temporarily for super cheap. And here is another dent right there. My son said that that was also from where somebody had punched it. But look at that. That is pretty stinking nice. I mean, this is like the worst thing I see about the bed. That right there needs to be like clamped down and tack welded back. But that is not a huge deal. This truck is pretty stinking nice. Now, almost said meow. Meow. The 69 Chevy back here, that is mine, was actually, I was going to give it to either one of my sons. I'll even give it to my daughter if she decides to put money into it and, you know, have it. But I kind of doubt she will. She's not like real interested in a truck or anything like this. She might be once I fix it up. But I think, if I remember the name correctly of the channel, it was, I think it's Dutch Creek Cabin. I met him over at the 41.36. I started following his channel, and he was talking to me about, you know, he said, hey, we can get that thing running. You know, it doesn't have a motor or transmission. He said about $1,500. We can drop a motor and transmission in it. I actually have a motor that needs rebuilt. I'm probably looking at about $800 to rebuild that. I don't really want to drop a used engine in here, like just a cheap used engine. I'm not wanting to do that. I would really like to just rebuild that 400 small block, and I want to do like EFI or something like that, fuel injected on it. Yeah, and fix this up, pull all the trim off of it, repaint it. I'm really not sure what color I want to go with this, but anyways, Dutch Creek Cabin said that like the next year or something, he might be starting this new deal where he goes around and helps people fix up their vehicles. So I said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea if I can come up with the money and everything. Again, it's not anything set in stone or anything, but you know, just something we were talking about, something he brought up. I was like, yeah, that sounds really awesome, because when I checked out his channel, I was like, hey, is that a 68? I think it was a 72 Chevy that he had, but the angle of what I could see on the hood looked like a 68. This is a 69. Let's go back over here. So a 69 Chevy right here used to be my grandma and grandpa's. But you see like the angle on the front of that hood, how it's more almost straight up and down. The like 67, 68, I can't remember exactly what years, but like the 68 and before or whatever had more of you know, an angle back like that on it. And 69 through 72, I believe it was, had a hood like this right here. There was some minor differences on those years, like with the grill, like how the grill was, the headlights, I think, and the marker lights. Like one of them was turned up or something, but this one here is a 69. And I've got pictures of me when I was little bitty, sitting on my grandpa's lap, and you know, I was like probably a year old, maybe 2, sitting on my grandpa's lap. My grandpa was a World War II veteran, and he bought that truck brand new in 1969. He worked at BF Goodrich in Miami, Oklahoma for many years and retired from there. And the 3030, you guys will see me shooting in a video where I'm hanging out with Tim from Ridge Life and Wyatt, which is Country Road Cure's son. We're hanging out there shooting guns and stuff, you know, a little earlier before we had the big shoot dang bang bang gun show. But yeah, Wyatt got to shoot the 12 gauge. I held it for him. He loved it. He had a blast out of that. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you like this video. I hope you will comment down below what you think is wrong with it. And yeah, we'll see what it is in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.